I don't know if you see it says you are live. Hello, everybody. Welcome, 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 welcome this afternoon. We have something for you that's fantastic. I've got a friend of mine, Kristin Gunderson. We were talking about this Gunderson bookkeeping, and we got to talking. She said, "Oh, why don't we make a challenge for businesses?" And I thought this is great. We'll call this the your business cash flow challenge, because it's going to do two things for you. If you do what Kristin suggests and you contact her, she's going to help you do two things. Number one, increase your cash flow. Number two, more importantly than number one, is give you your time back. Because when you get your time back, then you don't have as much pressure and you're able to enjoy the cash flow that you've gotten. Because right now, you're doing everything that you can to keep the cash flow flowing, especially the way it is out there right now.
Exactly.
So, Kristin, thank you for coming on and thank you for coming up with this idea. I think it's a great idea. And we're going to get this out there. We're going to get the challenge out there. We're going to get people talking about it. I'm probably going to write an article on it and put it on, and put it on one of my sites. But just so I'm able to, or I'll write the article, you put it on your site, and then we can get traffic to that, and that's what we want to do, and get more people calling you. Because the more businesses that we can get to call you, the more you can help them. So this is called Profit First, but I know it's Profit First, but I call it the challenge to increase your cash flow and increase your time, because that's what it's all about. So tell me about Profit First from your experience and from your concept, and why you thought it was such a good thing for businesses.
Okay, so I want to tell you that I read this book, Profit First, by Mike Michalowicz, about 3 years ago, and it completely changed my business. I'm a bookkeeper, so I had some of my clients start doing it also, and our profits literally increased like 700% to like 1,071%. It was insane, just like in 1 year.
That's great. I want to say something real quick here at the beginning, because I forgot to, and that is Kristin's a bookkeeper.
Yeah.
Okay, but the reason she's a bookkeeper and not an accountant, which means you save money with a bookkeeper versus an accountant, she has her master's in accounting, so you get everything that an accountant, quote, does. It's just that she never really took the test to be a CPA or accountant. So you're getting the level of education and knowledge and care for your business that you'd get from a CPA or an accountant, but in the way that she does it from bookkeeping, it's so cool versus the way that you normally get it with the CPA or the accountant. So I want everybody to understand what they're getting. I mean, it's like I'll call it a jewel in the rough, because you're getting the jewel, but you're not having to pay the high mall store prices for it.
Yeah. So, and we really focus on providing that interaction throughout the year that our clients need, instead of the once a year when you get your taxes done. So we really pride ourselves on the communication, and we're here throughout the year whenever you need us to ask a question.
Well, I was watching one of your videos the other day. I forget what it was on, but it was really cool. I thought it's just short, it's sweet, 5-6 minutes, and it gives your clients great information, stuff that they can apply, because we were talking about time earlier. They don't have time to become experts on bookkeeping.
Exactly. Yep. But they need to be out in the field doing what they do best, making those sales calls and bringing money in. They don't have time to be doing their own books. A lot of people don't want to or have the time to, and outsource what you can't do and don't want to do, and that's what we're here for.
Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt, but I just wanted the people to understand the authority that comes when you offer something for them. Yeah. So let's go back and talk about the challenge and what you call it, where you got it from. Go ahead.
Okay, so This book, Profit First by Mike Michalowicz, go read it. It is amazing. If anyone follows Dave Ramsey, it's like the Dave Ramsey cash envelope system for businesses. That's the way we take it. And business owners, like the old way of thinking, income minus expenses equal profit, doesn't work for 98% of us because we spend everything we make and there's no profit left over. And then if you have an actual really good year, then you owe taxes. And one of my favorite examples to take is I had a client who started this program with me. I'm like, hey, I want to do this for you. I'm starting it myself. And he ended up owing like $14,000 worth of taxes that year because he had a really, really great year. We put him on the Profit First program. We had him making profit, saving for taxes because, you know, when you do have that good year, you do have to pay taxes. Having an owner's draw, getting paid. So many owners work way too hard and they pay themselves last, so they don't get anything. And you know what? Your family deserves to have food on the table just like everyone else. And then the expenses come last. And we work with clients to cut all their expenses, those subscriptions they don't need, negotiate with vendors and stuff. But my client, my favorite client, he ended up owing $14,000 worth of taxes that year. Not only did we start him on saving for taxes and making those quarterly taxes, we paid off that $14,000. Plus he was current on all of his quarterly tax payments that year. And then he ended up getting a like less than $1,000 refund at the end of the year. So, and his profit went through the roof. He got quarterly, whatever that is in your profit account each quarter, we give you half of it to go do whatever you want to, have a family vacation, to pay off your debt. And it just keeps on growing throughout the quarters. You know, he started off with maybe I think it was a $3,000 profit. And within a year, his profits, half of it that he was taking home was like $14,000. And this was a few years ago when we were on it. So it just completely.
So cash flow was just flowing that way.
It sure was.
So what you're basically saying is that this tough time that we've all been through, if someone had been with you doing this cash flow challenge, this Profit First cash flow challenge, they'd been okay through this whole time.
Yeah, they wouldn't have needed though to get the PPP or the SBA loans because that Profit First account that they've been building up for, you know, however long we've been doing this, they've been able to use that as their emergency savings account. So if they had to close or lay off employees or mandatory close, they still had that account sitting there that they could dip into to pay their rent, to pay themselves, to pay their employees if they needed to. And they didn't need to get a bailout from the government.
Okay. So explain the challenge that you're making to businesses right now. Just.
So we are offering a free Profit First assessment of where you're at, and we can help you get set up. And what it is I want to see how much money, like whatever your percentage is right now, I want to see how much we can grow it by the end of the year and have how much money you're going to have in your profit account. You're going to have your taxes paid up and taking home. Like I want to be able to show you those differences from now to the end of the year.
And on top of that, because of the way that you do this, they wind up getting so much more time.
Yes. That's why we get into business, for that we can set our own hours and have that time freedom and hopefully have the money freedom. And all of this frees it up. We're basically giving you this roadmap. We implement it for you, and it just gives you so much freedom. You will be amazed at what it will do for you and your company, and just not to have that stress anymore, because you know the money's there and you're making it.
Yeah, and when you have money, time frees up for some reason. I don't know why it is, but it does. And the interesting thing is that you can do this for any business, and basically you could probably do it anywhere because you're a bookkeeper and you can work from home and you can get on Zoom with them, and because you do the videos, the trainings and stuff already that you do.
Yeah.
And so it's perfect for anybody, anywhere, wherever they happen to be.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the beauty of it. And they're not, and they're not having to look for a CPA every year or use the same one. They get the monthly, weekly help that they need, because if they have a question, you have the answer.
Yep, exactly. And I just really recommend it, and I really encourage you to take this challenge. Right now, so many businesses are struggling, and it just breaks my heart. But it's not too late to start it. Let's start it now for that the next time Corona happens, because it's not a matter of when, it's a it's a matter of
when, not a matter of if. It's more a matter of when. Whether you're a business person and you believe that it's a real pandemic, or if you believe it's a fake pandemic, it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
Because the results are still the same.
Yep. And everyone has those down points. Every business will go through a downturn, so you might as well be prepared and get yourself there. That you don't need to get a line of credit or whatever it is to bail yourself out.
I think you're absolutely right, and I'm so excited about this. I'm so excited about getting this out and pushing it out and marketing it and getting eyes on the video, and we'll get them on. We'll get them on the article, and we'll put this video on your site with the article, and we'll just go from there. So I'll just do a guest. I'll just make a guest article, blog post or something for your site. Stick it on there. We'll put this video on there, and we'll just get people to go to this and call you and get their profit first. Because I mean, every business is there because they want to help people.
Yeah, and business owners work way, way, way too hard to not be getting paid, not to be making that profit. You put all the risk on yourself. I mean, they deserve it for themselves.
I agree with you, and I'm so glad that you came to me and said, "Can we do this?" I said, "Well, why not? Yeah, this is perfect. This is actually the perfect time to do this." So I want to thank you for this. We've got it down to about 10 minutes, so we're going to go, and we'll get this together, and I'll write up an article this afternoon, and we'll get it and go from there. Okay. So everybody, thank you for joining us. All you business owners out there, we want you to take advantage of this challenge. This challenge is for you, and it's for your good. It's for your good. It's to make you more money, have you more cash flow, and give you way more time than you've got right now. So thank you for joining us, and we will talk to you later. Okay. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
All right.